Hi guys, welcome back to Mama SOJ vlog. How you guys doing? If you are new here, you are welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, God bless you. As you always come back to watch my video, my people no be smart, you know. And I know some different news now they land for my table, and as the news they come, that's why they carry a call to come share with her. My people, for today's video, I'm going to watch and together with her. All right, my people, we could go watch the video to see what really the happen for inside the video, my people.
And some of us fought for this democracy. So if we don't practice what we were preaching, then that would be so unfortunate.
Okay, so I want to touch on two things. Now, first off, you've spoken about waiting for, of course, the petition results to come out. But we're seeing a PDP accusing a president of attempting to bully the judiciary, which is currently handling the petitions. They are saying that he's giving legitimacy to a clearly flawed election and asking that all sanctions be extended to all those involved in manipulating the 2023 election. So my question to you is this: do you still have a huge trust in the judiciary to be able to ably represent what their findings will be from this petition? And when those results come out, whether they are positive or negative, would you be accepting that 100%? And then secondly, you've spoken about the fact that you are a member of PDP through and through. Now, we're aware of, you know, the factions that have sort of formed. I mean, we know about the G5 governors, but to fully fixate on Governor Nyesom Wike, who has participated in anti-party activities, but we're not seeing any, any pressure being put on, on him. We're seeing we saw the case of the national chairman, Dr. Iyorchia Ayu, who had been insisted on his resignation. But we're not seeing that push for the G5 governors or even Nyesom Wike, who has come out to say that, he did participate in anti-party activities.
Well, to answer your first question, if I didn't believe in the judiciary, I would not say we should wait for them, for the verdict of the courts or the tribunal or whatever. We don't have a choice. I believe in the rule of law, and I believe that my candidate, my principal, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, is one man you can never accuse of going against the law of the land. He believes firmly in it, and that is why whenever he is aggrieved, he does not call anybody to riot. He simply goes to court. And whatever the court decides this time, I'm very sure he will abide by it. On the issue of anti-party by the G5 governors, my attitude is leave everyone to their conscience. You cannot destroy a bridge after you've crossed the bridge. I've said it openly. I was a consultant to Governor Wike, brilliant man, a high performer. I call him the poster boy of PDP. But if you are aggrieved to the extent that every day for almost 1 year you are still fighting, you are not ready to forgive your enemies, it is his personal decision. And that's what I respected about those who left PDP before Buhari came in. They left PDP before fighting PDP. You cannot remain in a party and continue to destroy the party and continue to say you are above the law. You are saying, why haven't we done anything about it? I'm not in the top hierarchy of the party. I'm just a floor member of the party. But I know that some governors ran to court to ask for perpetual injunction so that the party cannot suspend them, cannot expel them. If you are that bold and courageous, then you should wait. You don't have to go to court and say, court, protect me. You are punching a man and you are saying, no, they should just tie up the man. That's what I see. But that is the unfortunate situation in our country today, that in fact, what we have now is like a janjaweed where everybody, every warlord is in his own domain and feels he can do anything. I can hijack. If you want to win an election, all you need is make sure you have enough money by fair and foul means. Just get it. Just hijack the system. That cannot be the democracy we suffered for. And then a lot of people are asking, so why did you guys bother to fight the Abacha government. If civilians are now acting worse than Abacha, if you and I cannot go to the polling station and be sure that when I vote, somebody is not going to invade the place and take away all your votes. It's unfortunate. So it will get to a stage where a lot of our young people, and I speak to them regularly, they are no longer bothered about whatever happens to Nigeria. More and more people now calling me, oh, do you know anybody in any embassy? I just want to go. Even South Africa, people want to go. Which is sad, because Nigeria is one of the greatest countries on earth. We parade some of the most talented youths on earth. There is no country I've been, and I've been to a couple of countries in my life. There is nowhere you go, you will not find Nigerians doing great things. But they are frustrated by their own country. Go to any hospital, all our leaders who go abroad for treatment, when they get there, they will meet Nigerians. Nigerian nurses, Nigerian doctors, Nigerian pharmacists, they are there. So how come we cannot allow them to thrive at home? So for me, this is not about, I'm tired of fighting. I'll be 63 in May. And I've been fighting since I was an undergraduate. We were pioneer Jambites in 1978. The Ali Must Go was in 1978. That was the first time I witnessed a very violent revolt in Nigeria. And since 78 till now, we have been fighting, we've been revolting. Nothing has changed. Why can't we have pity on our country? Do we hate our country so much? And some people will justify it and say, this one is your friend, that one is your friend. It's not about friendship. It's about our country. It's about doing what is right. If you do what is right, I will support you. Whatever I can defend, I would rather keep my mouth shut than try hard to defend it. What is going on right now is that we need the intervention of God to bring us back from disaster, because people are bottling up a lot of anger, a lot of tension, and that is not good, even for the business climate. Everybody loves Nigeria. We love Nigeria. I love my country.
All right, Chief. With the benefit of hindsight, will you say that PDP would have had a better shot at goal if it had not been fragmented? Fragmented in the sense that it allowed Peter Obi to go and create a movement that has probably never been seen, or only comparable to what Buhari did in 2011 in the north, allowing Kwakwanso to leave with his stronghold on Kano and then the G5 governors, two of whom clearly worked against the PDP.
See, one thing about me is I don't ever lose focus and I don't get distracted. 1 million Wikis, 1 million Kwankwaso could not have stopped what happened, because some people clearly predetermined what will happen. In a situation like that, everyone will be helpless. That's what happened. So in Nigeria, our country is a place where we find excuses for every bad situation. What happened was clearly a garrison operation. I don't want to go into the details, as I said, because we're already in court. So let's go to court, and if we're able to prove it, so be it. Trust me, it had nothing. In fact, I like to liken PDP to a civil war. What happened in PDP was a civil war. What happened in APC was a world war. They were openly attacking the president, abusing their own president, their own leader. They were openly confronting him, threatening their own leaders. We didn't do that in PDP. Only the 5 people decided that they are not happy because Wike lost a presidential primary. That's okay, it's their right. And if they choose to remain in the party and insist they will destroy the party from within the party, best of luck. But I personally, if I'm aggrieved with a party, I will do the honorable thing, I'll leave. You cannot want to drink from a well and you are urinating inside the well. That's the way Chief M.K. Wabella would have put it. So for me, it is a very simple thing. Giving excuses that is because A left, is because B left. What happened in APC I've never seen such house of commotion in my life. Everything was in disarray. And you can see, okay, you are talking about Wike and Rotimi Amechi did not campaign. Even the vice president, who was an ally of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, did not campaign. So many people refused to campaign. Even the Senate president, you could see that a lot of them were just in the background. They were in the background because they couldn't understand what was going on. I mean, for me, one of the closest allies of Asiwaju was Rauf Aregbesola, the minister of Interior. Everybody. So, just as you had them in PDP, you had them in APC. But APC had an upper hand because of the apparatus of state. If a president comes out to say this is who I voted for, the military, they are watching. The police, they are watching. INEC is watching. So it emboldens them to say whatever we do, we shall get away with it. That's what happened. So it had nothing to do with Wike. Everybody knows that there is a pattern to elections, even in America. More often than not, race is a factor.
Yes.
Religion is a factor.
Yes.
And of course, a lot of resources. It's the same thing in Nigeria.
Yeah, but Obi had 11 states.
Let me tell
plus
you.
Abuja.
You are forgetting also something. This is not the first time it will happen. It happened in 1979. It happened in 1983. Where you had Chief Awolowo in the west, like Tinubu now. You had Nnamdi Azikiwe, the Owele of Onitsha, in the east, just like you have Peter Obi now. They were big people, big, massive. It's only those who don't know the history of Nigeria who will say this is the first time we have a candidate from the east. No, we had the first ceremonial president of Nigeria on the ballot, Chief Nnamdi Azikiwe, in the east. He was controlling the east. Chief Obafemi Awolowo was controlling the west. Alhaji Shehu Shagari was controlling the northwest. Malam Aminu Kano was controlling Kano the same way Rabiu Kwankwaso is controlling Kano today. At that time, we even had Waziri Mohammed.
Yes.
Yes, from the northeast. It's nothing new. As a matter of fact, Peter Obi did us some favor. Because without Peter Obi, nobody would have believed it was possible for any other party to win in Lagos. And even that win, people are still saying the margin declared could not have been the original margin based on the preponderance of votes that came from the young people, especially the obedience in Lagos. So, just as some of those people took votes away from Atiku, they also took votes away from Tinubu. If you can defeat Tinubu in Lagos, defeat Tinubu in Osun State, it tells you that no one has and that's because there is a theory of rigging. More often than not, you are able to rig only where you have overwhelming presence. But in Lagos this time, I mean, it would have been suicidal for anybody to say the obedience did not capture Lagos during the president because they were determined. And you would have had to kill so many people to change all those votes. So all you could do is just some skillful manipulation here and there. Wherever you think Atiku is doing well, bring it down. Wherever you think Obi is doing well, lower it. And that's why you have all these mutilations all over the places. I'm sure you've seen, I know you're both on social media, you would have seen it. Mutilations everywhere. You are supposed to transmit election results. That's key. So why did we waste all that money? And in the same election, National Assembly went very well. And the only one where you now had problem was the presidential. I mean, that for me tells you something. That we have carried our rascality too far. We should fear God. I swear to God Almighty, if anyone had won after following due process, I would be the first. I supported Atiku and Obi in 2019. I wasn't a member of PDP then. And immediately they declared President Buhari. I tweeted and I said I wish to advise Alhaji Atiku Abubakar to congratulate Buhari Because that election was not as skewed as it was this time. It was clear that, okay, it may not have been perfect, but at least they followed the due process. This time, that for me was not followed. In 2015, I supported Buhari. I was not a member of APC. I've always been in opposition. So, for a country as poor and as impoverished as Nigeria is, some of us with voices must be in opposition to be able to tell our friends.
My people, now the video now on a new watch finish, so on a see what it happen for inside the video. All right, my people, I go like to end the video for you. Make una let me know waiting on a thing for the comment section, and if una never subscribe, make una subscribe to my YouTube channel so that una no go miss any latest gist way I dey upload. And those of una will be see una never follow my Facebook page, make una follow so that una no go see miss any latest gist way I dey upload. And bye bye till I come on our next time. Bye guys, see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.